Hey, this is Alex Miranda, identity branding expert and founder of The Creative Complex, where for the last 10 years, we've been bringing entrepreneurs' visions to life. Today, I'm going to explain to you, the business owner, what it is to have a style guide, a brand style guide. But before we get into today's video, I want to draw your attention to two links, as always. First, you can book a strategy session with me. Let's talk. I want to help you out with your brand. Second, subscribe to my video blog. I'm going to be pouring into business owners and entrepreneurs on the things that you need to know about branding. Okay, so what is a style guide? Okay, a style guide is a booklet that that other people, when someone else gets a hold of the brand, that they have guidelines that they need to follow in order to keep the brand consistency. All right. This is something that at the beginning of my business at Creative Complex, when I was first making logos, I would not provide this this critical tool, but a couple years into it, we started to provide what is a guideline, and here's why it's important. Let's say Bill creates your logo, okay? Now, Bill creates this awesome, cool logo, and then you've got the logo in your company, but Mary wants to take the logo and create a shirt. But Mary starts to distort the logo, change the logo, put a different color to the logo. What's happening? You as the business owner might not think twice about it. In fact, you might think it's cool. What's happening is your brand is being diminished. Your brand is the problem is that you're losing the consistency that you're trying to create with your brand. Remember, you want people to remember your logo, and now you start to change things up on it. Then you sort of lose that consistency. So a brand guideline is a physical piece of a booklet that your graphic designer should be providing to you when you're creating your brand. Okay, so this is kind of what we provide our client. First, we'll put the logo really nice and big. Okay, then we'll provide the logo in full color, but also in the black and white version of the logo. You want to make sure your logos look good both in black and white and in color. Okay. Second, we want to make sure that we want to communicate that this is the font that's being used, okay? And this is the font that's being used. There's sort of these two fonts that are consistent to your brand. That's very important. I mean, how many times have you maybe asked, like, hey, what font is our company? Well, these are the fonts. These are the only fonts that should be used. And these are the fonts that are a part of the logo. Okay, if you notice, with our client here, there's this font and this font right here. There's two fonts being used. So we have to make sure that we let people know exactly what fonts are being used. Then we want to be very detailed on what are the colors of the company. This particular red has these codes. And again, it might be Chinese to you as the business owner, but to another graphic designer that may be taking over on the brand, they need to know exactly which type of red, gray, and black this is. Actually, this is black. So that didn't really need. I mean, that we want to make sure that the graphic designer knows, hey, we're using black for this, okay? Because there's different shades of black and different shades of gray. Okay, now we want to make sure that we also go over the correct color usage of the logo. So if it's on a red, we want to make sure to use that. But if it's on a black, we want to make sure to use this. The spacing between different paragraphs of text. Sometimes you're using the logo in like a Microsoft Word, and you're putting the logo in there. There is some correct spacing that we want to make sure. Now, this is important because here we go over the incorrect usage of logo, okay? And it's not correct to split the colors, okay? Or change the Pantone or distort or contrast. This is bad spacing. This is not good scale. Look at that, like reversing or placing, angling the logo. Incorrect usage. We want to make sure that we are very clear on the incorrect usage of your logo. So this is what's called a style guide, and any logo company or designer should be able to tell you or provide for you the style guide in a way in which it's easy for you to have it, let's say digitally as a PDF, or physically, what we provide for our clients, a booklet. And again, the point of a style guide is exactly that. It's a guide for you or anyone in your company or any other graphic design company that's going to be using your logo. You just want them to remain true to what was thought of for you and your brand. Okay, so and if at this point someone designed a logo for you and didn't provide you a style guide, go back and ask them. It might cost you a little bit more money, but ask them for a style guide so that you can remain consistent in the marketplace with your branding. So as always, I'm excited to bring you videos that have to do with your identity branding. This is Alex Miranda signing off from Miami, Florida's The Creative Complex.